Where's the camera?
The night we met, I knew I needed you so. And if I had the chance, I'd never let you go. And dímelo, y ya no preguntaré. Will you still love me tomorrow? I'll make you happy, baby. Just wait and see. For every kiss you give me, I'll give you 3. Then dímelo, y ya no preguntaré. Will you still love me tomorrow? Be my little baby. Still be my darling. Be my baby now. Oh, 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 oh.
Very, very, very nice. Welcome, everybody. Today is Thanksgiving at the Long Island Breakfast Club show. That was Chris Milo, recording artist, Long Islander, ChrisMiloOfficial.com. He's from Comac, and he's wonderful. He's handsome. He sounds terrific. Chris, thank you. How did this all start for you?
Yeah, I started singing when I was 8, and I started singing in front of my class, and my dad enrolled me in some music classes, and I just started picking it up, doing acting, Latin ballroom dancing, singing in Spanish as well. So yeah.
Ballroom dancing.
Yeah,
You wear the clothes and everything?
Little salsa, yeah, little Latin competitions.
That's great.
It's
How do
great.
people reach you if they want to send you a tag, a message?
Yeah, it's Chris Milo Official on all platforms.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to hang around and we're
Of
going
course.
to chat, and I'm going to see how we can help you. Maybe get you some gigs. You sound
All right.
terrific.
Appreciate that. Sounds
How
good.
long have you been doing it?
I've been doing it since I was 8.
Oh, so you're talking a lot of years.
Yes.
Not
yes.
that old.
He looks
No.
12.
You're so young.
Yeah. Yes.
Very nice. So, Comac High School, did you do a lot in the plays and theater
You know,
in high school?
I was more involved outside of school, but I started doing gigs out of the lockdown. You know, I was like a
Oh,
one-man band type of thing.
Really? Just since
So
the
then-
lockdown? The gigs?
The gigs, yeah, but I was in theater too, outside of school, doing stuff in quad, a lot of different plays. So, yeah, it
Very
was good.
nice. Well, I see you brought a couple of people with you, and your dad is in the audience. Thank you for
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, my dad's always here, number 1 fan.
Well,
Not
that's
number 1
great.
fan, my supporter. My
Thank
biggest
you.
supporter.
All right, well, have a seat, and we'll be talking to you in a little bit.
Great.
So
Thank you.
today it is National Cake Day, and we have a lot of cake, guys, so make sure you eat the cake. We have some great guests. I'm going to start out with Gerry Ferretti, filmmaker, man of my everything, got me to be an actress, taught me how to do everything since being retired and out of work. And he's the big shot in charge of the Fontanas. Thank you, Gerry.
Thanks for having
And
me
of
again.
course, everybody knows who we have here, Dan LAURIA. And
Thanks for
the
having me.
Wonder Years, okay? We all watched the show, and we love it. We still do.
Good writers.
And I understand you were in New York. I found out everything. You were at the Belmont. Is that true? Someone told me that.
I was at the Belmont.
At the new thing, and you were with that other beautiful woman that you used to be with in the movie. Do we-
Not the Belmont.
It's no?
I think you're talking about I was just with Danica McKellar, who played Winnie Cooper.
Yes.
But that was on a radio station.
Oh,
in
so
Philadelphia.
my informant told me you were at the Belmont.
Never trust an informant.
Well, this is true.
You know, those squealers. you
But
know.
that girl's gorgeous. She's doing great.
Oh, yeah. She's 47. She looks 25.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
All right, go figure that informant. Well, thank you for coming.
She just wrote a 4th math book.
That's what she told me too, this informant. So she was half right.
Yeah.
She said she's so intelligent.
She's like Hedy Lamarr. She's beautiful and intelligent.
Yeah, and I guess you guys are tight, good friends.
Oh, yeah. We're all Yeah, you only read about the bad stuff in Hollywood. You don't read about the good stuff.
Yeah, so you're all
Backstage
still connected
comedy.
as the dad with all these
yeah.
people?
Yeah, she came to see my play. I did one of her movies. You know, we all hang out. Yeah, when
Great.
we're in the same spot, we all hang out together.
Yeah, well, that's the way it happens. This
Yeah.
is true. Very true. Now we have Johnny Soho Pasquale. I love that name because I'm Italian. Love the name, Johnny. You look great. Look
Thank
at you
you.
with all your leather and all your fancy clothes.
Oh, thank you, Val.
But you
look
didn't
great.
match me today. You usually match me. So let's talk about what you're doing. You're so busy.
This very blessed. So many different things going on. I've come up with a great, fun project I was involved with, The Beast Inside.
Scary. It's about
It's an
exorcism.
exorcist movie I co-produced, and I have a role in, coming out December 3rd. It's on all major suspects like Amazon. December 8th, Carnegie Hall. Randy Edelman, my iconic mentor that's on Tribeca Records on label, is performing at Carnegie Hall.
Well, that looks. How do you get tickets? You just go to CarnegieHall.com.
Yeah, Carnegie Hall. It's in the Zanger. I forget what portion it's at, but it's on there. If anything, you just shout out to me, John at SOHOJohnny.com. All the usual suspects.
You have a lot of people going, I heard.
A lot of people, and there's going to be celebrities coming to support because he did the music score from The Mask, My Cousin Vinny, Last Mohegans, Gettysburg,
Wow.
and the list goes on and on. So I love him. Barry Manilow, but a lot of fun. So many different things going on. You have Let Me Help Inc., which I'm one of the proud founders.
That's a charity, right?
It's a foundation, and that's my thing I love the most. And we've got a great veteran show coming up for 2025.
And we have a few veterans in the room.
And we love you, got veterans.
Thank
we
you
love
for
you
your
guys
service
and
all
gals.
years. We have the military moms here today. They came to see you. Isn't that nice?
That's
Very nice.
it's such a privilege to be here, and it's
Oh,
wonderful
thank
for the
you.
joy you put out with your show.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. So, Jerry, what's happening? Like you and my friend here, Dan. I see you for the last month with Dan a lot. What the heck's going on?
Well, I'm very fortunate to have become very good friends with Dan, and he came out and supported the New York Long Island Film Festival, and we first met at the baseball reenactment in Lindenhurst.
Yes, that was fun.
And that was last year already.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Time flies, and,
And you made a great documentary of it. Yeah.
thank you.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
enjoyed it, right?
Oh, we had a ball. It
But I
was-
wasn't there.
No, you missed it.
I know. I
was-
saw
But
it.
you
I
did
saw
see
it on
it,
video,
right?
but I didn't make it.
It was the only time in history where Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig played on a team without Yankee uniforms against a team from Lindenhurst, and we recreated.
That was fun.
A lot of laughs.
It was a lot of fun, and Dan, he brought that improv to it.
And then he came to the film festival, which was even better.
Yes.
Where I
And
met
that's
you.
where I cornered you.
Yeah, I know.
And I gave him my book, and I'm
Can't
like,
say no to her.
no.
She's got 5 guys named Nunzi, which they're outside. They'll measure your feet if we don't do the show.
This is true. That's very true. I have that reputation.
There you go.
But mostly people don't say no to me. I think it's because they like me, but I'm not sure. They could be afraid of me, right?
It's easier to just do what you say, and
Yeah. Just say yes. Yes,
So,
dear.
Yes. So now, what was your favorite thing, out of all these things you do all the time?
Me?
Yes.
The next one.
What? You mean you have a new thing coming up?
The next thing I do is my favorite thing.
And you don't know what it is yet, or you do? Wow. That's pretty
Good
good.
answer.
Yeah, that is a good answer. Very good answer.
Don't look back.
That's a good answer.
But speaking of looking back, I wanted to ask you this question. Has there ever been talk of a reunion of that show?
Of the Wonder Years?
Yeah.
Bob Rush, who was our head writer for most of them, we wanted to create, like it would be Fred now married with 3 kids. Now, of course, my character died, but twice in the show he would go out and look through a telescope, and I'd be sitting on a swing.
Oh, wow.
And we'd see, but
That's
the
different.
networks wouldn't go for it.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's still on, right? You can still watch it.
Oh yeah, you can order it in
Yeah,
Hulu
mhm.
and that kind of thing, But it's a show that's still shown to mostly junior high kids.
Right,
Teachers bring it in, and you got to remember our show, unlike most of the children's shows like Brooklyn Bridge, our show with the narrator would say at the end of the show, if I knew then what I know now, I might not have done it. The kid was never smarter than everybody else. Sometimes, but in most cases, he was. And that's why it became a great vehicle for teachers to show to a class and then discuss the values with the students.
Yeah, well, that's very important, especially now.
Very heartfelt.
We love
Every year.
values.
Yeah.
And the networks didn't go for it, but I read somewhere in one of the articles I read about you that you said that it was different than anything that had been on before. So was it tough?
Yeah, it was. I'm not sure if this is correct, but it was the first time I ever heard the word dramedy. You know, comedy and a drama, and they didn't know where to put us. So because we were only a half hour, we were nominated in the comedy category. You know, which I guess is where, and we won best show. And I don't know, it's not really a comedy, but we made you laugh.
Oh,
there was some funny
great.
stuff.
Are
in
you
it.
kidding? Absolutely. Definitely. I only learned the word dramedy since I met
Yeah.
Jerry. I didn't know what a dramedy was. Well, what the heck is a dramedy? You know.
Yeah, and then we changed a few of the rules. We won best show after 6 episodes on air. And now, because of that, they actually got together, the board, and in order to be nominated for an Emmy, I believe you have to have 12 shows on the air before you're eligible. So,
Wow.
so it was kind of groundbreaking in some ways. I just thought it was a good show. You know.
Oh, definitely. I think everybody can relate to it.
Family values,
Perfect.
family
Excuse me?
values, ethics are so important to put out there.
Oh,
Today,
yeah.
I think
Well,
that's
all
wonderful.
we do is dumb down the audience now.
You're kidding. So many fathers really lived up to you.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't know. There's no booklet of raising kids. So your
Right.
values were amazing, and I felt you
Oh, yeah.
wholeheartedly.
Well, that's the writers. You know, that episode where I took Fred to work, we got so many letters from fathers saying thank you. Now my kids know why I'm so grumpy when I come home. So it served its purpose, you know.
So, Jason, what do you do? Because I'm still not sure. I read your bio, but I figured you could explain it better.
Yeah, what I do is that, I'm an ex-musician that left the music industry because of drugs, sex, rock and roll, and I went into the garment center. And at the end of it, when I retired, I said, what am I going to do? So I decided to get involved with licensing music. And what is that? Is that a gentleman like, you just heard him sing, where if he has some music where he's the sole writer, and I have what they call the one-stop. Meaning that I would get a call. Omnicom is one of my clients, as was Netflix. So when people use me, it's and you're doing film, I have actually it's a one stop. And what is that? I have the okay for everybody who made that music available, so I can use the music in movies and in theater and in advertisements. So with Omnicom, I have quite a few people that I deal with, which is Toyota, AT&T. I don't know if I'm allowed to, but so I have many music that's out there, and and I'm enjoying it. Believe it or not, it's not because of the money. It's just because I love music, and I'm able to take the artist and put them into theater, and I can also put them into advertisement, and it's just wonderful.
So you're like a manager?
I don't think people realize how much music enhances a story.
Big.
In the old movies, it made the movies. But you take that theme out of 2001. And
Sure, that was a great thing.
That's such a valid point. People underestimate the value. You could just take a film, for instance, The Beast Inside that I just mentioned,
Yeah.
coming out December 3rd, Randy Edelman. He did the music score. And it was a great project already, but he just puts his magic. It's amazing how people like him, they have that, they speak in a different language, they're able to orchestrate music into that language and just impose it and put it out there. And it just takes you from feeling or from scene to scene. Very, very, I definitely agree with that point.
and just the opposite. Sometimes the wrong music forces you into a mood that the writer didn't want to create.
And
amazing.
it's suspenseful. I mean, if you really look at all the different genres, especially through movies, it's amazing. We're talking about genres as far as your show. And it's the same thing with music. Music genres are amazing. Every day, I mean, there's 1,200 of them. And, when I sit down, I have to do the writing up on each particular song of what it's good for and what it's made for. It's tough because you don't know if you have a little bit of a classic, a classic orchestra, and the truth of the matter is that you have so many different pieces in it, and you can grab it out and you know they may lose a little excerpt of it, but you know something, it's just dynamic what it makes for the film. When you're watching something on TV and all of a sudden, you know, the suspense comes in, all of a sudden you're sitting in your seat, and this is done by the music.
Right.
Yeah, we see that at the film festival, right, Jerry?
Absolutely.
Oh, gosh,
And so many films, you just look at Jaws.
Yeah.
Imagine taking that
Do,
soundtrack
do,
out
do.
and replacing it with something else. How that would, it's iconic. So many movies, like, you know, whether it's Halloween or those kind of music. Now, when you work with people, are you saying you're working with independent music, or do you work, like, let's say, like the Fontanas has a Dean Martin song in it.
Right.
Do you work to secure those rights, or?
As long as I can speak with them and they're able to come to me, and I have all the musicians on it, and I have all their okay. And then what it is, because I split the royalties with them. I split the actual what I sell it for, and they get all the royalties. And I
Okay.
have to have that in my metadata sheets. So that's what makes me a one-stop. Because I mean, I've seen so many fiascos where, you know, one guy that left the group, and all of a sudden now he says, wait a second, I have a piece of that, and you know, there's lawsuits involved, so I make sure everything, because I'll lose my clients if that's the case. So
Right.
that's where it's detriment that I really have these people sign up, and I know who did what and what's the percentage, so no one, you know, so it's all disclosed.
And there's
have
a
to
lot of
do it.
gray areas in that
Oh,
industry.
Very, very
who wrote what,
sophisticated.
and who's in the room, and
So now a gentleman like Chris Milo, he probably would be a
He's
good
a-
guy to talk to.
He's perfect. You know, you're
Yeah.
perfect for what you do, and I've seen you in a couple. When I heard you, I can see you in a couple of scenes with the music that you're singing. You know, especially with you know, because I think you did a Dion song, which now I'm trying to work with Dion DiMucci, but we'll see. You know, and so when I heard you sing, I automatically placed you, and this is what I'm good at. I'm able to take the song and place it into you know, into an advertisement or a piece of film.
Dion has gone through so many decades now with jazz. The Tank Full of Blues is a wonderful.
You know, it's funny. You know, he just did an album. I don't know if it with Simon and you know, with Garfunkel. And it not Garfunkel. I'm sorry, with Simon. That was New York, My Kind of Town. Amazing.
Yeah.
And that's his last song. And you know, he's 85.
Yeah.
And I was just with him in Florida just the other day, and he just amazes me how he just keeps on going.
That creative spirit. never dies.
And he's so musically inclined.
Yeah.
It's just incredible. So it's enjoyable. I mean, even when you do your movies, I mean, I'm sure you have to pick out the right. I don't know if your producer does that or.
no, I do it.
He
takes
does it
hours,
all.
He's a
hours of
one-man
listening to
band.
tracks and trying to find, you know, royalty free or.
But we've
Somebody-
seen a lot of those 10, 20-minute movies that would have been enhanced with the right music.
Absolutely.
They
How do
really
you
didn't
sync
know
it?
No.
I mean, I'm just curious. How do you sync it? You know, to go into the film. I mean, is there something where you're actually taking and dragging the music into it?
Yes. What I do a lot is I have two screens going, so I'll have the video playing. I'll just pull up song after song after song and watch the scene with the music. And if it hits you right, you know that's the song. But then you have to look into who wrote it, how to connect with them. Some songs will give you permission for a short period of time, but if it would now become a feature, you have to get. I have a friend of mine who made a film called Daybreak, and he's got the Barry Manilow song, and he got permission for the short. If he
Right.
turns it into a feature, he loses that permission. They got to renegotiate.
Oh,
So there's a lot of different levels of this. But I think the worst part of it, and the most fun, is sitting there for hours.
Oh.
Because when you hit it,
You're a man
and you
after
know
my own
that's
You
the
know.
track.
When
Right.
you know, you
No.
know.
You're a man
Right.
after my
Well,
own
this
heart.
is true,
Believe
just
me.
like anything else.
I know it's funny. I get thrown thousands of songs, and
Wow.
I sit and I listen, and you know there's because you know out of my library, let's say it's 80,000 songs. I'm just giving you for instance. There may be 10% of that is really excellent for either advertising. So you know something, it's just sitting and listening, and your ear only gets better as you keep listening
And
to
I'm a
it.
musician too, so one thing, you learn tricks. Like sometimes I'll be sitting there listening, but I'll go, this is a really good song, but now I'll go into my editing program and I'll slow it down to 50% or 30%. And all of a sudden it becomes the perfect song. It's the same
Underline.
piece of music.
It's the underline. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just that
It's
pitch.
the subconscious you're reaching. Yeah.
Yeah, the love of music, right?
No, you know
Yeah.
it's what makes the world go round. When
Well,
you're
that's
sad,
true.
it makes you cry.
But
Yeah,
it's
I
good every day if you cry and you laugh and you think that's a good day.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Well, that's the heart of any well-written piece, whether
Right.
it's music, book, and
Right.
it's how it affects you subconsciously and what you take away with it, not what you sit and enjoy, but what you take away with.
That's true.
Most of the TV today, 90% of the shows starts with a dead body. How did it get here? You're not going to take away
That's very
much
true.
from that.
That does
you know?
happen. That's very true. So freshsync.music.com is your website, right?
Jason at freshsyncmusic.com.
And where are you located? Manhattan?
I'm in Manhattan and also Florida.
Oh, so you get to travel a lot.
Yeah.
You're all over the place.
I'm the snowbird.
You're a snowbird, okay. Well, you must have a lot of frequent flyer points.
Oh, without a doubt, and it's just a lot of fun, because I speak to I can do this in Europe if I had to. It's just getting
That's
people on
great.
the phone and people know who I am. When we were driving up here with John,
Great.
I've gotten 6
Well,
people
I'm happy
already.
to meet you, and we'll connect.
Ah.
We'll have some snacks and connect after.
She's going to
Yeah.
con you into working on her show.
There's a lot
I
of
can hear the theme
I'm a
under your
con-
dialogue right now.
You get a slice of pizza.
Yeah.
Do I get a big one or a small one? No.
We'll talk.
So now I need Brad Cohen to switch places. Come on up, Brad.
Sure.
So now what about your real estate business? Let's talk about this.
I was remiss because peprealestate.com, peprealestate.com, we've got some great locations for commercial stores and commercial offices, but, we also work with the charity Let Me Help Inc. For fashion shows, as long as they give back, or book signings or whatever. We're always putting that out in the public as well.
I'm going to have to have my book over there in your fancy Soho
I definitely
studio.
love. We're going to do a book signing. We're going to have a big party. Everybody's invited.
Oh,
Right? It's in
jeez.
Soho.
He has the best parties.
Yeah, I know, but I don't get into the Manhattan much. I need a ride.
Well, we're going to supply that, right, Brad?
Yeah, you're fine.
So
what's happening.
when people want to rent a space other than your studio, you have other offices for rent?
We have locations all throughout Soho. It's the nexus of creativity, internationally known. We all know that. PEPrealestate.com just dropped us a line for anything commercial, any store, and we do a lot of pop-ups. We're probably the biggest.
That's very popular
They
now.
call them, yeah, because after Amazon, after COVID, a lot of these fashion companies or these retailers, they don't want to do a 10-year lease right away. They just want to test the market. And we're kind of like just by default, 100 years of my family just having properties down there.
Well, I know you were very close to your parents.
Oh, very close.
You have that thing about the way you talk about families.
Oh yeah,
It gets
that's why
to
I
me, it
started the
always does.
charity with cancer with my dad, COVID with my mom, and musical expression is the language of our souls. Just tying into what everyone's saying here, whether you put it in any type of creative artist, whether it be a movie. Or a show or a series. I have a series, Soho at Night, that's in pre-production.
Yes.
I'm involved with Mickey Burns. We all know
Yes,
Mickey
which
Burns'
you're going to get me
profile.
on there, you told me, right?
Yeah, Mickey is my another
That
one
I
of my
need a
mentors.
ride to. I don't know
love
where
Mickey.
the studio
We're
is.
gonna
but-
get a limo for
Well,
you.
you're
Valentine.
trapped
We're
once
gonna
you get
take you all over.
Listen, music is also medicine.
This is true.
I mean, when I was in, when I had different procedures with heart and everything, they put headphones on me. Okay, they had the music blasting. They're now bringing keyboard artists now into
It's
surgery.
Really? I
Surgery.
didn't know that.
Well, it is. Listen, E.T. Okay, it is really medicine. It brings the mood out. It makes you, calms you.
Well,
It
that's
can get
true.
you excited too.
Anybody
you-
It's a
have
drug.
an
Music
MRI?
is a drug.
They
Yeah,
put it
but-
on you because a lot of people are claustrophobic, and even
Oh,
if you're not, it's kind of
that's
nerve-wracking to
horrible,
hear those
yes.
loud noises because of the magnet machines.
Right, but I
MRI.
went through. I went through prostate issues. I had cyberknife. The cancer, and so when I finally got up to there, I would say I put headphones on. He says, "You want to hear Elvis Presley today?" Okay, and that's what I would do. I would go for 45 minutes. The machine's going around me because you're getting nervous. A giant monster robots going around here.
Yeah, but you went through it and you're looking great.
Yeah,
You feeling
yeah.
good, right?
Yes.
I want to shout out for him because he's very humble with Bradco Productions. Okay, you're a promoter, and I'm always trying to get him. You did so much,
Okay.
and you're all over the place.
I have that, and I have real estate,
you
and I have
understand
all that
yourself.
stuff,
You're
And he
involved with
also
a lot.
has sweaters. Where's my sweater?
We were looking today. I have to go to my warehouse. You're going to have Christmas. We're going to work on
Okay,
that.
because he always brings me a holiday sweater.
We're trying to
Yep.
look, but we forgot to.
Yeah.
We brought you some.
I know.
Dessert right
Thank
now.
you. We're gonna have great snacks today. Everybody is eating because you have to eat when you're on the Breakfast Club show.
Yes. But what's happening new is that I'm starting to work with local Cancun. You know, that's one of the, that's, used to be called Wickers. It's a
Wickers.
club here in
Oh,
Hicksville right
yes.
here.
Oh, they
okay?
bought it? Local
Yeah,
Cancun?
yeah. Well, it's called, this guy Vinny bought it. I see his partners, and my good friend who's very sick, Bobby Goodrich. He's an icon in the
Bobby.
industry here. He has Parkinson's, and
Good guy.
And a lot of things happen to him. And, 50 years in the business, and really a legend in the promotion and the entertainment industry in Long Island. He says, "Brad, come and help me." And we just did 2 shows. We did the Zachary's reunion. Remember
I
Zachary's?
saw it.
Wow.
Zachary's
Okay.
was a place
We were
where,
there.
I hate to say,
Right.
man meets woman, and God knows what happens
So
behind the wall.
we did a short run Zachary's there, and we did in October. We did actually 2 shows. It was so powerful we had to do a second show, and I had over 450 people show up.
Great, congrats.
I did my marketing. That's what I do, you know, promotion
Mm-hmm.
with Bobby, and you know, it's a teamwork. You know,
Sure.
the team of wasn't at Zachary's, was at Cancun and everything. So the team, you know, from Cancun and us, were all promoted, and it was a tremendous turnout.
Oh,
on
I'm
the
glad
club.
to hear that.
I
And then
was
we
there.
just did it 2 weeks ago, a second version, because we could fit everybody in.
Great.
Okay, and a lot of people missed it because it was also during a holiday in October.
Mm-hmm.
So we did it here. Now we got hit with the rain, but we still had over 350.
Brad co-production.
That's it. You gotta check it out and send him a
And I'm
note.
fixing my real estate. I have my own personal stuff. And I have my beautiful girlfriend over here.
And Katie. I call her
Yes.
Katie. She's here
She's very
today,
good.
and she's beautiful and always so sweet and always bringing such great goodies.
Yeah.
Thank you, Katie.
And we have one more show coming up December 13th, if anybody can make it.
And where is that?
That's at Cancun. It's 206 West Oak Country Road in
Okay.
Hicksville.
You have to introduce me to
I'll introduce you to
this
the
gentleman.
people there. Yes, yes.
I'll have to have him
It
come
may be
down
very
and
good for you.
introduce him on the show.
I'll give you all the information.
Very, very nice. Well, we got a
And
lot
just-
of great things
And
happening.
if you're on Facebook, you'll see me, Brad Cohen Events.
And this show will only be shown on Thursday because we're, you know, that's when it is. It's Thanksgiving. So you'll be
Yes.
seeing it on social media on Thursday.
Yes.
In case I kind of screwed you up on that one. Because I didn't realize. I'm like, wait a minute, today's not really Thanksgiving, but it is. Because at the Breakfast Club, it's Thanksgiving today.
Yes.
Because we break bread.
Yeah.
That's how I started this whole show. With a
Break
loaf
bread.
of Italian bread. That's how I used to meet all these great people in the industry. I would walk in with a loaf of Italian bread. And that's how I met Gary Melius, who's
Yes.
on page 27 in my book. I wanted to get a job from Gary Melius at Ohika Castle. And then I had to do the test. Go up the steps. Do you ever see the steps at Ohika Castle? Oh, you got to go
No.
next time you visit it. Well, my shoes.
With my knee, I wouldn't go up. the
Well, what happened was I did the interview and then my shoes fell off my foot down the steps at Ohika Castle.
Like Cinderella.
Yeah, like Cinderella. There's the story about it in my book. And he's a great man. I've known him for years. And we've done a lot of charity together. And everybody should go and see Ohika Castle for the holidays. It's beautiful. And you'll have a lovely time. And they have a great brunch. Very, really. And they have rooms if you want to rent, but they're not cheap. But they're very nice.
Very good.
So anything else happening with any new restaurants opening that you're getting
There
involved
wasn't
in?
that much going on. I hope 2025 is really going to start opening up. I guess people waiting to the election, after the election, and things really start to stir, and the marketing changed, the taxes changed. Who knows? But I see a lot of good things happening. I see the economy getting better, and
Right, good. Well, we all want to hear that.
right.
I mean, there's no question about it.
I think we're going to have a lot of like the nightclub era ended. Everything's now more restaurants.
Yeah,
And
that's
they have
true.
entertainment, and it's more of an early at night ending. There's no more really
No.
3, 4 o'clock in the mornings that we
Yeah,
used to
the-
do.
and the
I
bars
can't even
aren't
handle
open.
3, 4 anymore in the morning.
And my band plays on, like they played Friday night, 7 to 10.
Right.
And at 10 to 10, they're putting their coats on.
Everybody
and
wants to
people
come.
don't stay out
Yes.
like they used to.
I think
We
it's because
used to-
we're all getting older.
No, it's a whole nother.
Even
our
nobody thinks
generation
young people, though.
was stimulated. We were able to stay
Well,
out.
we're not as well.
Well, the young people
Look.
don't leave.
Yeah.
They're on the computers. And,
Right.
It's a whole nother thing there.
Well,
Listen,
it's
we
very
didn't even
true.
have cell phones when we were younger. We didn't have anything.
Well, this is
We
true.
we just got out and met, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
One on
well, it
one.
was all about personal contact.
Yes.
Yeah, and I believe in that. I think you got to meet face to face. All this nonsense, in order to make a deal, you got to meet face to face.
Right.
That was for our generation. For the younger generation,
Yeah.
when they see a friend on a computer, they think that's face
You're
to
right.
face.
You're absolutely right.
And that's, I agree with you. I think that's terrible, but you're not, that's all they grew up with.
See, I believe what's old is new. Go back to what we did 50 years ago. Open that magazine. Do that ad again.
I agree with you, but it doesn't happen in a generation.
No,
it's
because
gotta
if-
be 50 years from
Right.
now. when
And if I'm talking to
the biggest entertainment 50 years from now will be somebody sitting on a stool playing a guitar live. And
Maybe
a young
a-
person
maybe
will
a
go,
robot.
he's right there. Oh,
Right.
that's another, we haven't
Well,
talked about
They're all
AI.
coming in.
The robots
Next
in the
year, You're
restaurant.
going to be able to buy robots, especially for handicap and help. It really is a good thing to a point. But once it doesn't take away jobs, you know.
Well,
AI is not going to take away jobs?
Oh, it's going to. But as long as you have to, way you're going to have to work is how you're going to help control the robot. You have to learn.
Did
No,
you
that's
see
true.
a company just made a 10-minute film with William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy?
Yeah.
And they are young. Now they used an actor who, and William Shatner was actually in it. They de-aged him, used AI, and Leonard Nimoy just passed away. I mean, he's dead 5-6 years already. And this thing was beautifully done. It's hard to look at it,
You can't tell the difference.
and it actually shows the two of them as they're, hitting the end of their life, and the sun is setting, and it was beautiful. But it's like, these people aren't those people anymore. It's fascinating to watch
Well,
what they're
that's
doing.
true.
I don't know how
Well,
I feel
that's-
about it.
Well, how to feel about it is it's demeaning the art, our arts, because it made it all mechanical. A good friend of mine, Ed Herman, who, if you saw his face, you'd recognize him right away.
Yes.
He's a great actor. But Ed made most of his money doing voiceovers and narrating, documentaries. Well, last year there was a new book read by Ed Herman, Audible.
Right.
Ed's been dead 8 years. And it's
Unbelievable.
his voice. It's not somebody imitating him. It's his voice.
Well, when you talk Leonard Nimoy, it's almost like it's Star Trek now because
Right.
you're going to have the holograph industry is now growing.
Yeah, but
you
it's
have-
cold. It's not
You,
personal.
you have big sky things. They even have Elvis on stage in Vegas. You almost think it's Elvis.
Creepy. That whole thing with him singing with Celine
Right.
Dion was just creepy.
But our next generation will be normal to them.
That's right. That's the
Right.
problem, yeah.
We need to remember that artificial intelligence is a tool. It's the 800-pound gorilla that nobody could get away from. It's here to stay.
Oh,
And
I
it's
agree
something
with
to
that.
be manifested. But the key ingredient, just like NFT, non-fungible tokens that everybody heard about a few years ago and still exist, what's still going to make it special is the personal touch. Okay, somebody behind there,
That's where I
person like you
disagree
were
with
bringing
you.
up. Okay, that's what's so important, and that you could have a whole script made artificially intelligent. That's why the Writers Guild and everybody was up in arms. But you still have to have an editor in there. It's still not there yet. But I think the value is always that human touch. That's never going to be completely away.
Well,
And
That's
that's
very
why this
important.
film with William Shatner in it, I
Yes.
was sort of okay with it because there was still that connection to the real person. If they're just artificial, I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah,
I
but the
don't.
real
what?
person is 93.
I know,
And is
Will.
200 pounds heavier than he was then.
Right.
He's
So
amazing.
don't say it's the real person you're seeing.
That's why I'm like, I'm just holding on a little piece.
Yeah, I know. Everybody is hanging on, but it's the first advancement, technical advancement, industrial advancements
Yes.
that going to put people out of work, not create more work.
Right.
First time in history. And this even computers, so many people work putting them together. Even farming. We had these so many farmers, machines replaced them, but when they did, it created supermarkets. No, you didn't buy fruit from a guy with a horse and a truck. It created a whole industry around it. This is the first time advancement's going to take jobs away, not add to it.
Well, you're absolutely right because in 2025.
So what do we do with all those people?
Well,
Did you see the
we're
movie
gonna
Wall-E?
the government's going to have to take over if they don't have a job.
Well,
A little
God
bit of
knows.
that.
Look,
Okay, but in 2025, they're ready. I've been reading Forbes and everything. They're coming out with a team of robots that you can purchase that can actually open the refrigerator,
Oh.
pull things out for you. That
And what are
actually
you going to
comes in.
purchase it with?
How much is it going to
You're gonna-
cost? Really?
About 30,000 and up. Used
Well,
to
let's
be a
drink to the
2 million.
robots.
Today's
Small,
I won't
small,
drink-
I won't
easy
drink
stuff.
to that.
I'm kidding. I'm a joke, guys.
Why don't people want to do
It's
the
a
things
joke,
like get
but
up and-
everybody.
It's
salute.
scary. It's scary.
Yeah.
We don't
Salute.
want this. We don't want anybody to take our place. But
Salute. Thank you all for coming.
But
I
thank
see
you.
Bob D'Amato just walked in. He might
Yes.
have a song for us at the end, but where do people call you? How do they reach you?
John at SOHOJohnny.com with 2 N's, TrebeccaRecords.com. We're on all the usual suspects, Instagram, Facebook, PepRealEstate.com, 2 P's like
So
Peter.
when do you sleep?
I don't know. You know what? And
Get a
then I have
robot to
insomnia.
sleep for you.
It's all about, I don't know, it's amazing. The older I get, the less sleep I need. I'm up in the morning and I don't want to wake up. I want to catch up on enough sleep and my eyes won't stay closed. Is that the same with you guys?
Absolutely.
he'll call me at 1 in the morning. I think he's immortal.
I try, but he
actually
doesn't
stay up
answer
late
anymore.
too.
Yeah. 2
I
in the
actually
morning.
stay up late too. So Bob D'Amato just walked in. We're going to
Yes.
have him
Yeah,
sing
yeah.
a little song for us at the podium. We have it all set up for you, Bob.
Okay.
Bob is a
Bob is
performer that performs on the
Great.
show a lot. He's done a lot of special events for us.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you for
How are you,
coming.
Bob?
Bob is very good. I booked
How
Bob
are you?
before.
Yes,
Very
good to
How
see
are
you, sweetie.
How are you?
Susan is not
Hello,
here.
how are
She
you?
misses
Brother.
everybody.
Okay.
And thank you, Susan, for always helping. I have to tell you, we did miss you today, and we can't wait to have you back. And where do people reach you?
Well, if you go on Facebook, Brad Cohen, Brad Co Events, you'll see my following, or bradcoevents@gmail.com. And I just want to close out December 13th. We have KTU Radio, Tommy Nappy.
Oh,
He's
I
our
know
main
Tommy.
DJ the last 3 times, and we just kept hiring him over and over. He's phenomenal, and I'm happy. I'm very blessed and happy to have him because he brings back the era, the disco era that we were
Oh,
looking
that's
for.
important. Now, what do you
Our
dress
shows.
for this night? How do you dress?
You don't have to get dressed. You just dress to dance and have a good
Whoa.
time. Dress comfortable, just
Do you have those
Yeah,
crazy
jeans, you
ladies
could have
that
suit.
dress with a few layers and then they start whipping them off?
Well, if they allow us, we'll have everything.
Oh,
But right
there
now,
you go,
just
guys.
come in.
Go on the
And we
13th.
have
We just sold a couple of
Right.
tickets.
And what about you? I know you people reach you all the time, right?
Well, if they're working on film, they can get me through Jerry
Jerry.
and the Long Island Film Festival.
Yes, which
So,
is great. Well, we will.
I go to a lot of festivals. I just came back
see
from
you're a
North
busy
Carolina.
guy. You're
Yeah.
always all over.
Yeah, I like working with the young kids.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, I
And
usually
everybody-
hate most of the things they do, but I go.
Yeah, you're easy to get along with. You were so nice the first time I met you.
It was an act.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean the first time? It's still nice.
I know, I'm teasing him. And also Jerry Ferretti, well, he's my
Oh.
son on the Fontanas.
And don't forget, this weekend we got the murder mystery coming up.
I'm coming, yes.
So
Let's talk about that a
that's,
minute.
Well, it's a live interactive murder mystery. I did it years ago, and the Moose Lodge has been asking me to recreate it.
can't
and
wait.
Do it, so we have
Yeah.
a great crowd coming. There's still a few seats left, so
Good.
this
So
Saturday,
if they want to buy them, what do they
you
do?
can go to FERRETTIFilms.com and check it out.
And
There's a-
soon
there's a
we're
link.
going to be showing the Fontanas clips again, right?
Yeah, I'm actually focusing on writing through the holidays. I'm going to put off filming till the beginning of the year.
Okay.
Artie Pasquale is joining us.
I know.
Had a nice lunch with Dan. I was telling him all about it.
That's
And,
great. I love
maybe
Artie.
fortunate
And
enough
my
to-
last scene, I had a fall.
Oh,
I fell on the floor, and I did it very ungracefully, but I did it.
Realistically,
It-
it was real.
I got scared.
Falling wasn't the tough part. Getting back up.
Getting her
It
up,
always
yes.
is.
I know that part.
Yeah, I needed 3 of them. But
Yep.
we did it, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So let's listen to my best friend here, Bob D'Amato. He's a Floral Parker. We grew up together,
Hello.
and we still know each other. Isn't that something?
Hello, everybody.
He's
Hi,
a lot
Bob.
older
I'm
than you.
I'm at home here. This is a great studio that I recorded some songs in not too long ago, and I just went back to see Bobby. Great sound engineer. So, everyone, I'm going to sing a little song for you.
Okay, and we
Okay.
just got our 2 new friends coming in.
Very
It's gonna-
familiar song, but in a different style.
Okay, come on in. Brad, can you switch?
Yes.
Okay, we'll have the information there. Over here, by Jerry. I love. Mwah. Mwah. Love you. Yeah, you sit down, sweetheart. Come over here. On that side? Yeah, Jerry's here.
Anthony,
You know this song, Jerry, right?
Absolutely.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. All in the way that I stare, there's nothing else to compare. The sight of you makes me weak. There are no words left to speak. And if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. All right, come on, everybody. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Put your hands together. Come on. That's it. Oh, he's got time. Yeah. Out of the way, Anthony. All right, come on. You all know the words. Come on, sing it with me. Come on. I love you, baby. And if it's quite all right, I need you, baby. To all the lonely nights, I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't take me down, I'm begging, oh, pretty baby. Now that I found you, stay and let me love you, baby. Let me love you. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Come on now, come on. That's it, that's it. Oh yeah. Oh. I'm telling you, we're gonna be partying all night tonight. Watch out. Come on. Come on, you know the words now. Let me hear you. Come on. I love you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. To one the lonely nights, I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down that way, oh, pretty baby. Now that I found you, stay, oh, pretty baby. Trust in me when I say, I love you, baby. Don't bring me down that way, oh, pretty baby. Now that I found you, stay, and let me love you. Trust in me when I say, I love you, baby. Don't bring me down that way, oh, pretty baby. Now that I found you, stay, and let me love you. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down that way, oh, pretty baby. Now that I found you, stay and let me love you. Trust in me when I say, oh yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Valentina.
That sounded great. So how do people reach you if they want to hire you?
They want to hire me, they can reach me on Facebook, Bob D'Amato, or on Instagram, R D'Amato. Or they could go on my email list if they send me an email to rdamato721@aol.com. Tomorrow night we'll be in Levittown, La Focaccia,
Okay.
6
Which we
p.m.
go all the time.
And then no restaurants in December. It's all private parties in December. So
That is great.
we have about 15 private parties booked, Ray and I. So we're going to be pretty busy in December.
Very good. And look who just walked in. Ellen
Yes.
Anthony Pellegrino, who always comes. What's happening?
So you guys got
now?
here too. Were you
Oh, we
stuck
have
in the
so much
traffic
going
also?
on. Yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
Wow.
We get there, all of a sudden, all the red lights was like, oh my
Yes,
God.
exactly.
But
That's
they
what I kept
always
saying
show
to my
up all
wife.
the
Make
way
it, we
from
make it.
exit,
I
whatever
know.
you want to call it.
Out
Exit
east,
59 on the expressway.
There you
Yes.
go.
Windows of the lake at the Beach Club Estates.
Boy, so tomorrow, not tomorrow, Thursday, we have a big
New
Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. We're
yeah.
selling like 700 people.
Wow.
Yeah, so seating, so if you
Thanksgiving,
want to
big
come
dinner.
with your
Selling
family, we
tickets for
still
that
got
yet?
plenty more
show is
room.
still online. Yes,
We
they go
have
to
that 70s band
windowsoftheLake.com.
party coming up on Friday.
The Meltdown Friday, Black Friday Meltdown.
Yes.
On what
This
do you call it?
Friday,
This
yeah,
Friday, yep.
with that
This Friday with
70s.
that 70s band.
And
Vicky
then we
Torres.
have a Jingle Bell Ball coming up, which always
That's
sells out.
December 19th. That's with Vinyl Revival.
That-
And how do
that-
people
whole
get
bunch of-
tickets to these places?
All you gotta do is call us
Anthony'sLive.com or
Yeah.
Windows on the Lake under upcoming events. It'll pop up on your screen as soon as you go to windowsoftheLake.com.
And it's a kick butt catering hall.
Oh,
sure.
so your next,
Big
if you have a
shows,
holiday
service,
party,
great
time,
food.
great
These-
bands,
This
great
couple
music,
over here,
great
they're the
food.
dynamic duo.
We
of
do
what
weddings
they-
as our main business,
That's
and this
what we do.
stuff we do in between when we have some spots that are open or not as popular as the other, like December, not as popular for weddings, but you know, we do shows and events and whatever to fill in all the way through to like, you know, the soft months of March. And then we're back to only weddings mostly, and then we transfer of the Beach Club Estates where we do outside events during the week and do live bands all year round. Very busy place. We do from both things. So between the two places that are on the water, only businesses on Lake Ronkonkoma, 3 Mile Round Lake. Doesn't smell.
Three,
it's awesome.
it's 7 miles an hour. No, Lake
no
Ronkonkoma
tide
is a
at my lake.
magical lake. It's an incredibly romantic, magical lake.
Gorgeous.
I have
Manicured
a
ground.
book coming up next month. A book, yeah.
You did it. You got it done.
Well, it's not just me. It's Marla created it. She's always on Oprah's #1 list. So I have a chapter. Marcos has a chapter.
Nice.
We have some amazing book coming up. We have another movies. We have still more coming out. One, I play a lawyer for the cartels. Streets
But you don't
3.
speak Spanish.
No.
But she's a Jewish lawyer on there.
Oh, yeah.
The movie, yeah.
And what about you're a priestess? You
I'm
do
a
all these great
priestess.
things for ladies, making you feel like $1 million when you walk in your
Yes.
salon.
Yeah, so I do holistic healing. I do transformation, hair and makeup. So if you feel like you're in a low place, come in. I will transform you. You will look magical. You will feel magical. And that's what you want for 2025. You want to
That's right.
enjoy life.
I'm waiting
Be
to book
happy.
my
Strong, be
appointment.
happy.
Yeah. Well, what Soho Johnny, who's amazing, fabulous, and wonderful, was talking about is I do quantum healing, which is a 2.5-hour experience where whatever the blocks that you have, you are able to see it, heal it, release it, and raise your vibrations. You're seeing life from a happier, a godly place, a happier, beautiful place. So that's another aspect of myself, so I go by Priestess L. L is the light of God within you, and Priestess is helping you raise your vibration. So life is short. Enjoy it.
This is true.
So
When
This
you
is
get
what
rid of your
happens.
blocks, then come to Windows of the Lake and get your party experience on. And meet some great people and have a great
best,
time
the
and
best
eat
And
like the
there's
best
nothing
food on
like
Long Island.
The backyard at the
We just
estate.
celebrated our 40th wedding anniversary. You went away on our anniversary. It took us 8 months to do it.
Yeah.
And we just celebrated our
7
fifth
months to go
grandchild.
do
Fifth
it.
grandchild
God
born
bless.
2 days ago.
Yes.
All about family,
Yep.
friends.
Yep.
My friend George. He
George,
did
which
Blue
one?
Blood.
Yes, of
course we do,
course.
yeah,
George,
yeah.
absolutely. Yes, we know George
I
very
used to
well.
work with him at the Chateau Beyond.
Patrick knows
Yeah.
him, the man that's sitting behind you.
You know George?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. His father owned a
Okay.
diner, and his
Yeah.
father used to give my mother food to take
I'm
home all
waiting
the
for
time.
that show to come out, Jenny and Jimmy.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
show. Yes. Yep.
George
Whatever
and
I
our
have to
Barbara.
send
audience
you guys
knows.
my video of when your old wedding ring was new.
Wow, you
An
are
old,
spectacular.
an old Jimmy Roselli tune.
Oh, Jimmy Roselli. I love Jimmy Roselli, yeah.
So I'll send
And we
that to
love you.
Yes, Bob. Everybody adores you. Really.
Absolutely.
You got
So
another one for
talented.
us?
Another song?
Yeah.
Well, being that they celebrated their 40th wedding anniversary,
Okay, there you go.
why don't we do that song for them?
How fun to see Chris Milo, what a talent.
He's gorgeous.
Yeah.
What a nice young man. We have to keep you around, Chris. We have a lot of nice things that
He's got
we
so
do.
many things going on, Chris. He's an
I can
amazing
imagine.
talent.
He's
Oh, pardon me,
gorgeous.
for Gabrielle.
So if you want to hear another
Yeah, that would
song,
be
I'm going to
good.
sing a special
Amazing.
song. When did you celebrate your 40th wedding anniversary?
April 29th.
Well, that's okay. We're celebrating it
away.
today.
That's right.
This, believe it or not, this is an old Jimmy Roselli tune. In fact, somebody wrote a big story about Jimmy Roselli on Facebook the other day. And he's like a forgotten singer, but boy, let me tell you,
I know, he's a great
everybody
singer.
was like commenting. There were tons of comments. So this is a special song for you two called when your old wedding ring was new. This is a classic from years ago. Listen to the words to this beautiful tune. It's becoming quite popular again at the parties we do. When your old wedding ring was new, and the dreams that we've dreamed came true. I remember with pride how she stood by your side. What a beautiful picture she made as your bride. Even though silver crowns your head, I can still see the gold ringless there. Love's old flame is the same as the day you changed her name. When your old wedding ring was new. I remember the first time I looked into your eyes, and I knew back then that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. And as I look at you today, I know even more that our love has grown, and I love you more today than yesterday. Love's old flame is the same as the day I changed your name. When your old wedding ring was new. When your old wedding ring was new. 40 years, God bless.
Very nice. Thank you, Bob.
Wow.
How do people
So if you
reach
ever want to do a Jimmy Roselli night at Windows on the Lake,
That'd
let's
be
talk.
awesome. No, that'd be
Okay?
perfect.
How do they reach you, Bobby D?
Once again, on Facebook, you can friend me, Bob D'Amato, or on Instagram, rdamato721, or you could join my email list by emailing me, rdamato721@aol.com. Thank you so much. You get, yes, he gets all my emails. Some people say no more. No, I stopped sending them out so much, because we got a lot of private parties coming up. So it's been a really great year, a very busy year.
Good.
And the other great thing about our act now is Ray. Some of you know Ray. Ray comes out behind the curtain now and sings some Italian songs.
Oh, that's great.
And he loves singing Italian, so the people just love it. It just adds to the act. So
Terrific.
we're having a good time.
So I want to
Thank you.
just tell everybody, everybody, start with
What
you.
is like-
Say something to do for Thanksgiving to out there, the people that are sad, or something good about the future. What should everybody be doing?
Best
You know
things
what?
are coming up around the corner. You know
I
that,
think
right?
Best is yet to
This
come.
is the beginning of the holiday season. It's important to remember that we're all role models to each other. It's important to love yourself, but not in a narcissistic way. But when you start from a position of love and put it out there, if each of us puts a small ripple in the universe, it comes to a cascade tidal wave, and it's what the world needs now. It's all up to us to make
It's
it
very
happen,
catchy.
make it a better world.
I like that. Love, music, and everything. Right?
Music,
Very catchy.
the expression of music is the language of our souls.
Yes.
Thank you, Johnny. I
That's it,
love that.
that's it,
Jerry, you
yeah.
want to give a
I
little
just always
advice?
say once you start doing what you love to do and you understand the reasons you do it is because it's passion that you have and it's part of you, that will spill out into other people, and groups like this get together and we all have like an understanding. There's a bond that everybody knows now, and it's like, when you're young, you want things sometimes for the wrong reasons, but as you
Right.
get older, you get wiser. And I can sit here and certainly say that 2024 was a tough year for a lot of people. But I'm very, very positive for 2025, and I think we all feel that same vibe because we're going to make it happen.
I second that, absolutely.
Yeah, everyone's
Randy
coming
Edelman
together.
just came out with Waltzing on a High Wire on Tribeca Records, and it's really a feel-good album. And as we say, music is the tie that binds us all.
Yep.
Dan, you got any
And
advice for
food.
us?
And food. Filling people's bellies makes everybody happy. Be jolly. Jolly is eating, right? And good food.
What do you say, Dan? What
And
do you
getting
think?
weddings happening.
Well, I'm a big brother, so in the future, no one ever stands so tall as when they stoop to help a child. Keep that in mind.
Very nice.
Love that.
Very nice.
Love makes the world go round, and spread your love, be there for others. A big smile every time you walk by brightens up somebody's day. So,
You wanted
be that
fascism?
beacon
You
of
got it.
light, and don't miss a beat.
You got it.
Life's
You
too
wanted
short
it.
to
You
be
got it.
sad. Find lots of reasons every day to be happy.
Well, it's very
You
true.
get some nuts if you
Yeah.
think
Very
so.
true. And I say, everybody put the boots on. Ladies or men, kick the boots on and kick them off.
That's it.
And do whatever you haven't done before and start with the new year because
That's right.
every day is a gift.
Volunteer and help. Absolutely.
Volunteering is the best. That's how you meet all these great people. That's how this all came about.
Let
From
Me Help
volunteering.
Inc. LetMeHelpInc.org Foundation. We do some great shows. For any causes, just give us a call. We'll try to get behind you.
And we're doing a little, a charity for one family this year because there's just so many families, and we're helping one family of 4 on Long Island. And we're not asking for a lot. $5 gift card. If you can do that, it's easier than buying gifts that the kids don't need. The mother takes the kids to the store, any food store, CVS, something that is practical. Because the toys are over when you're in that set of life where you can't buy toys. But when you have to live every day, that's more important. So you can look at my website. It's all there on my Facebook. And just keep doing what you're doing. And come on back up, my friend. Come and say something. Give us a good cheer for the end of the year.
Come on, Jason. Fresh
Jason.
thing. Fresh Jason. Fresh thing.
This is near to my heart. As I said, like John, it's just giving back to the poor. It's funny. When I was growing up, I didn't grow up with money. Everything I've made was all on my own, and I know where
Jason,
comes in.
move
Slide
over.
over,
You gotta
we
come
can't
over
see
to
you.
the
You
camera.
can't
They
see you.
can't
You gotta
see
get over
you.
to me. There you
Oh,
go.
okay.
Here you go. And
We
where's
want to
Chris?
see that
Over here,
face.
Jason. Come
We
here.
want to see that face.
Come
Get
here,
in
big
here.
brother.
Come on in.
What's up, Bubby? How you doing?
Yeah,
Brad.
I just want to say it's a great holiday season to give back. You know what? And as you said, it's joyous and it's free. And you know what? It's just people are just great people. And you gotta
This
keep
is
them
true.
up, man. So
And
that's
look,
it.
we have the young one now, Chris Milo.
That's
He's our new member, youngest member on the stage today.
Thanks.
What do you have to say? You've had a lot of good advice for people.
Yeah, I guess my advice would be for me specifically, I guess being with family and really connecting and putting others before yourself is really important and it just makes you feel better. So
Very
That's what I
nice.
could recommend.
And the king of media here,
Yes, yes.
Brad Cohen.
It's just about loving and
Slide over more, Brad.
Come over, look.
We need you in the camera. Why don't you switch with
Yeah.
Jason?
Yeah.
That's what it's about. It comes back to you what you give, and it comes back 10 times when you help people. Never ask for a dime, just do it from your heart. That's all
And
that
that's the best gift you can give to anybody.
I feed Brad with food when he comes.
Actually, my birthday was last month, October 20th.
Yeah, see,
We're
there's his
close enough.
birthday. See
You got a
that?
care package
And
there,
look at that
Brad.
great outfit he's got on. Really, really nice. And Kiki,
Work for
come by
food.
DAMATO and say something.
Ah.
Yes, she's beautiful, lovely
really
lady,
is.
always doing nice
Katie,
things.
my
Katie!
beautiful-
All right,
Katie.
Katie. Hey, baby.
We love Katie.
All right. Mwah.
Katie is a caregiver. She don't.
I'm just
Oh,
this
yeah.
Thanksgiving wish everybody a good health, happiness, and great future.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you gotta love that accent, no matter
Me
what
too.
you do,
It's
right?
that gorgeous.
And she
Absolutely.
is a sweetie.
Thank
Married
you
to
to
one,
having
too.
us. Really grateful
Always.
to be here today.
We love to see
Yes,
you.
Katie's beautiful.
Everybody's always welcome at the Breakfast Club, and you never know what's going to happen.
That's right.
All
You know?
generations. We're all here
Yes.
now.
And Valentina, Thanksgiving morning, I'll be with my annual, with the chapters, giving out turkeys at the Emancipation.
Rise and shine, get up and go.
Almost over, guys. You got to go forward at the end of the show. Grab a board.
Grab a cup of coffee or hot cocoa. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of Java or espresso. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Tina Valentina is the host, you see. She's as classy as she can be. Grab a cup of coffee or espresso with the Long